Alright, can you believe that in a movie about happy, singing, glitter-covered trolls, we're somehow expected to believe that a bunch of grumpy, ugly creatures are trying to steal all the joy and happiness in the world? Yeah, Trolls, this movie that takes every rainbow-colored dream and turns it into a musical. But don't be fooled, this isn't just about singing and dancing. Oh no. It's about grumpy trolls trying to destroy all happiness, and also, it has Justin Timberlake as a grumpy troll who hates fun. How did that even happen? So first off, let's talk about Poppy, the pink-haired, glitter-filled ball of joy. This girl is literally a walking party. Her idea of a good day is singing, dancing, and hugging her way through every moment of her life. It's ridiculous, and yet, somehow, she's the most optimistic character ever. And guess what? Her father, King Peppy, is over there, like, you need to be careful, kiddo, the world's full of danger. And she's like, danger? What danger? Everything's a song. Can you imagine having a kid like that? She's basically the embodiment of every annoying motivational quote you've ever read on Instagram. But let's talk about Branch, shall we? Branch is the complete opposite of Poppy. This guy is basically the definition of grumpy. His hair is always a shade of gray, he's constantly complaining, and he absolutely hates music. Which, by the way, is hilarious because this entire world is based on singing and dancing. Can you imagine being in a musical where you're the only person who doesn't want to sing? That's Branch, who's like, no one needs to sing. We're all gonna die if we keep singing. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, you're a troll, your entire existence is literally about glitter and singing, how do you hate this? Now, let's talk about the Bergens, who are these huge, grumpy creatures who think the only way to be happy is to eat trolls. Yeah, that's right. They're so unhappy that their idea of a great day is to devour little trolls and suck their happiness out. Which, by the way, seems like a really extreme solution to feeling sad. Why not just take a nap or, like, eat a sandwich? Why is eating trolls the only answer to your problems? This makes no sense, but hey, it's a kid's movie, so let's just roll with it. But here's the thing that makes trolls super weird and hilarious, Poppy and Branch actually have to team up to save all the trolls from being eaten by the Bergens. And Poppy, who's like, the happiest character on the planet, has to learn that maybe not everything is sunshine and rainbows, and Branch learns that maybe singing isn't the worst thing in the world. They have to work together to save their people, even though they can't stand each other at first. It's the most over-the-top, glitter-filled, musical journey that somehow teaches them the value of friendship, through way too much singing. And speaking of the singing, let's just take a minute to talk about how every single scene in this movie is filled with random, intense musical numbers, and I mean every scene. It's like, oh, you're feeling sad? Here's a song about feeling happy. Oh, you're hiding from danger? Better sing a song about overcoming fear. Seriously, every situation gets solved with a musical number. You could be in a life or death situation and somehow someone's going to burst into song, and suddenly everything's fine. I'm just here like, can someone explain how we just saved the trolls from being eaten by singing about it? But honestly, one of the craziest things in the entire movie is how Branch, the guy who hates everything, suddenly finds himself bursting into the most dramatic, over-the-top, heartfelt song about his feelings. Like, this guy is singing like he's the lead in a Broadway musical. Who even knew he had this inside him? At one point, I thought he was going to break into an opera. And when that song happens, it's one of those wow, I can't believe they went there moments. You know it's coming, but it still hits you like a ton of glitter-filled bricks. But here's the real twist, it's not just about singing. There's a huge lesson about happiness and learning to share joy with others. Poppy has to realize that maybe the world isn't all about constant rainbows and happy songs, and Branch has to learn that holding all that bitterness inside doesn't make anyone happy. And in the end, there's this big old climactic party where, guess what? Everyone sings and dances together in the most ridiculously catchy song, and everyone gets a happy ending, because who doesn't want to see a bunch of glittery trolls partying their way to victory? So, yeah, Trolls is a movie where the moral of the story is literally, sing, dance, and share the happiness, but it's also so much more than that. It's a bunch of trolls trying to survive in a world where singing and dancing are the only way to exist. It's a movie where everyone has weird hair, way too much glitter, and a deep need to learn about love, friendship, and joy in the weirdest, most musical way possible. And can we just be real? Who doesn't secretly want to live in a world where every problem is solved with a song?